Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are hearing me or watching me right now. You are welcome to this channel. Briefly, I want to talk to you about yourself and about your environment. Who are you and what is happening presently in your environment? The point I'm going to make is how you can be relevant in your environment. As a man or a woman, how can you be relevant in your environment? Join me as we move on this, do I call it lecture? Do I call it video or content? Whatever it appeals to you, so just join me. Don't go away. Don't go away. Don't go away. Don't turn to another channel. Just listen to me. Who are you and how can you be relevant in your environment? Number one, if you want to be relevant in your environment, you have to recognize and discover who you are. And how do you discover who you are? You have to recognize the talents that God has given you. That your given talent is enough for you to be relevant in your environment. Do you know that what God has given to you, God has not given to another person? You may have 10 talents, 5 talents, and even one, but let it register at the back of your mind that you have been created with your resources. You have been created with a talent. You have been created with something so special. And your recognition starts from when you discovered yourself. From when you discover yourself, that is where your recognition starts from. Another point for you to be recognized or relevant in your environment is to discover the problem of your environment. If you don't find time to discover the problem of your environment, it will be very difficult for you to be relevant in that environment. When you discover your environmental problem, then fix it up. That is the third thing. That's the third thing for you to be relevant in your environment. You have discovered yourself, you have discovered the talent you have, you have discovered the problem in your environment. Then fix it up. The problem your environment is having, if you try your best to fix the problem, then you will be recognized. Then you will be relevant in that environment. So, fixing the problem of your environment simply means living for others. Don't live for yourself alone, but try to live for others. Try to solve people's problem. Try to put smile on the faces of people. Try to lift people up so that when you are alive or not, people will remember you. What will people remember you for? As you are watching my video today, just ask yourself, if you die today, what will people remember you for? If there is nothing, definitely you have not been relevant. You have not been useful for the environment. Try as much as possible to be useful for your environment so that if you are no more, God forbid, we will not die, but death is not is inevitable. But even if you travel, if you leave that environment, people must remember you for something. This now take me to another point I call the life we live. If you are relevant in your environment, you will live a life of exclamation. Yes, a life of exclamation. Do you know there are two different lives that we live on earth? Life of exclamation and life of question mark. As you are watching this video, is this strange to you? Are you hearing this for the first time? Yes, in this life we live two lives. Life of exclamation and life of question mark. What is life of exclamation? Life of exclamation is a life lived by a man. And when he dies, people shout, "Yay! Ha! He's dead! Ha!" Life of exclamation. Because they are not expecting his death due to what he has done. They are not expecting his death due to the lives he has touched. They are not expecting his death due to the people he has lifted. but life of question mark. Life of question mark. When someone dies and people gather to ask, what has he done? How many people has he helped? How many lives has he touched when he was alive? When he was in that position, how many people was he able to lift up? That is life of question mark. Do you want a life of question mark or life of exclamation? Life of exclamation